Arsenal just about get away with murder with that game to be winning just 2-1 in the final minute, scoring 2 own goals, relying on own goals to beat 20th place Wolves is not good enough. Arsenal win, we get the 3 points, win 2-1 against Wolves in the Premier League today. A very, very poor performance. Probably the worst performance of the season, in my opinion. We played better when we've lost, right? We played better against Aston Villa. We played better against Liverpool. Those are games we lost. Today we won, and yet it was still a really poor performance in terms of overall chance creation. It wasn't good enough in terms of just the effort. No, I'm not going to blame the players' effort, but it just wasn't working, right? Wolves, they came with a plan. They sat in a low block. They were like, you know what? We're not here to play football. Just try and break us down, right? We're happy with a point. This is the same team that has 2 points this season. So they'll take anything at this point. Pun intended. But that was a really poor performance. We're going to be diving into it. We're going to be talking about the details, the goals, the impact of the performance. Is it good enough? Can Arsenal win the Premier League? But before we do that, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. If you do enjoy this sort of content, it really helps the channel out a lot. We're trying to get to 12,500 subscribers, so your support does mean the world. If we can, hit the like button. Let's go for 50 likes on this video. It helps the video get pushed out to the algorithm. It supports your boy a lot. Dive into the game a little bit. Arsenal win 2-1. Bukayo Saka breaks the deadlock, scoring from a corner. Well, it hit the post, it hit Johnston, and it went into the goal as an own goal from the keeper, who I thought was unbelievable today. Of course, he has his best performance of the season against Arsenal. Of course, Wolves play their best football this season against Arsenal. It's like I said it before, the Premier League have an agenda against Arsenal. They cannot allow Arsenal to win the Premier League. That's why we're seeing teams like Aston Villa play their best football against us. Teams like Sunderland play their best football against us. Chelsea, they went down to 10 men, played their best football against us, and now Wolves, who are genuinely the worst team we've probably ever seen in Premier League history, have their best game against us and almost came away with a point. It's getting ridiculous now, but honestly, we go 1-0 up. We're still struggling to create chances. We went 1-0 up around 60th minute, but before that, it was genuinely so lackluster. That first half, I'm not even joking, I was literally dozing off. My eyes were shutting. At half time, I didn't scroll through Twitter. I didn't watch any post-match, like mid like half-time reactions or whatnot. I was lying in bed. The game made me tired. That's how boring that first half was. Everyone's performance was not on it, except for maybe Bukayo Saka. Ben White, who I think he was really good until he got injured, which is another issue. How many injuries are we going to have to suffer? How many players are going to get knocks, right? The depth can only take you so far, right? If your whole depth is getting injured, what can you do? But the second half starts, we look like we're going to go out a little bit more aggressive. We start creating chances a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. I thought Bukayo Saka today was actually one of our shining lights of today, right? Today, I thought he was really top. A lot of people are scrutinizing his season so far because he hasn't been racking up the goals and assists. Well, now he's starting to add the goals and assists, and his performances are matching as well, because I think performance-wise, he's been really good this season. It's just goals and assists, they have dried up, but now he's looking like he's hitting his peak form right now. We could see a crazy side to Bukayo Saka now, but the overall performance, I mean, Gyökeres was a bit lackluster today, if I'm being honest with you. His first touch in the first 60 minutes was poor, right? There was a ball that I think Bukayo Saka played into the box. The biggest trait of you, what Arsenal have been missing for so long, is a striker with that striker poaching, the instincts where they attack the box, they sniff chances out of nothing, right? That ball is playing across the box. I need you to be there first. I need you to know that ball is going to be there 5 seconds before it goes there. That's what I expected of you, Viktor Gyökeres. You scored 90 goals last season. Not last season, but for the last 2 seasons. I expected you to have that striker instinct, but then again, I'm not going to be reactionary. He has just come back from injury, and that final 10 minutes when he started getting to the game a little bit, he looked a lot more positive. He looked more comfortable on the ball. He was holding up play. He created that one chance for himself, which was honestly beautiful football. If he got the goal there, we'd all be singing praises of Viktor Gyökeres, but unfortunately he got subbed off. Gabriel Jesus comes on, coming back from injury. 10 minutes to go. Arsenal were winning 1-0 at this time. And then we conceded a scrappy goal. So poor defensively. It's very unlike us. And it just looked like it, right? We're 1-0 up. There's 10 minutes to go. We're sitting back. We're playing sluggish football. Like, what is going on? It just smelled like Wolves were always going to get a goal there. And, well, it happened. Like, you know, when they scored, I literally didn't even react. I was like, it was always going to happen. And It came from us not defending well. Ball played into the box. I mean, it was actually a shot which the striker kind of redirected it in, so David had no chance. And now it's like 93rd minute. It's 1-1. We haven't created a chance all game. We're not going to win now. It's done. We drew against Wolves. I was getting ready to crash out on social media. And then, I don't know, Bukayo Saka gets the ball out wide, puts in a beautiful box for Gabriel Jesus, who heads it. But apparently it's an own goal from Mosquera. He heads it onto the defender. But honestly, Gabriel Jesus, when he came on, he looked really electric. Had this run where he messed it up at the end, but honestly, on the ball, there's not a lot of people you can chat to him at this club. He's one of those players that is a maverick. Top performance from Gabriel Jesus. Gets the winner. I'm going to claim that's a Gabriel Jesus goal. I'm going to claim that's a Bukayo Saka goal as well from that corner. But honestly, Bukayo Saka, man, the disrespect that this guy's received in recent times is getting ridiculous now. He is world class. He is the second best right winger in the world without a doubt. Yeah, the amount of conversation people outright saying he's not world class. Like, come on, let's behave now. Today, unbelievable performance, man of the match. He's really stepped up his game. Arsenal and low blocks. The same issue every single season now. When a team sits in a low block, we have no creativity. I thought the signing of Eberechi Eze, the signing of Noni Madueke, the signing of a striker like Victor Gyökeres, who scored 90 goals in his last 2 seasons, would solve that issue. But now I'm starting to think, is it a tactical issue? Is it a Mikel Arteta issue? Does he just not know how to break low blocks? Of course, it's not an easy thing, but it's happening way too much now. A team like Wolves, we should be dismantling them. This is a game where we should get 3, 4, 5 goals, right? We scraped a 2-1 win. We scored 1 goal. We barely created anything. If teams can just sit in the low block against us and scrape draws, they're going to do that, right? Because in terms of defensively, they're not going to really attack us. If they attack us, they're dead. But it's starting to make me think, do we need to sign another attacker in January? Do we need to sign someone like a Semenyo, a Kenan Yildiz, maybe, I don't know, another midfielder? Because I thought Eberechi Eze was going to solve the issue. Clearly not. I think Eberechi Eze against low blocks hasn't been maximised. It's not really his type of game, if I'm being honest with you. He's similar to Victor Gyökeres in the sense where on transition, you have an Eberechi Eze, he's going to dismantle a team. But when they're sitting in a low block, I see Eberechi Eze tends to struggle. Same with Martin Odegaard, same with whoever else we have on that left-hand side. The only player we can rely upon to break down a low block is Bukayo Saka. It's the same story every single season. This needs to be solved, whether it's a tactical tweak that Mikel Arteta needs to sort out, or if it's we go out in January and sign another player who has that X factor, someone like a Semenyo on the other side who can do what Bukayo Saka does on the right. Or what we do is we move Bukayo Saka to the left hand side and bring Noni Madueke in, because he saw no minutes today, and I think he's that type of player. Against low blocks, he gives you the X factor. He can beat his man. He can get balls into the box. He can create chances out of nothing. He can score from outside the box. We saw it against Club Brugge. Do we need to see tactical tweaks? Do we need to see position movements, right? Noni Madueke on the right, Bukayo Saka on the left. Because in my opinion, I'm running out of ideas. But now is not the time to panic. Arsenal, we're 5 points clear right now. Manchester City have Crystal Palace tomorrow away from home. Hopefully they drop points. If they do drop points, it is looking good for us, but we need to ramp up our performance levels, man. We have a week's break, which is really important, because I feel like the players are being run into the ground right now because of the crazy fixture schedule. Hopefully the players can get their little bit of rest, rejuvenate a little bit, and build back form. Make sure that we're as sharp as possible for the next period, because it's not going to get any easier in December. The games are going to be coming thick and fast. We need to get our act together, because today cannot happen again. Again, if you did enjoy this match reaction, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.